Good morning, everyone. My name is Ravi. Welcome to the channel. Today we are going to discuss about one of the very common question for Power BI perspective. Which schema is right for you? I hope you understand the question. So this is very common question and very simple question, but it is very tricky question sometime to answer in front of interviewer. Okay, so today we are going to discuss about all the prospect of your schemas, right? So in Power BI we can discuss more how to answer it, how to elaborate, and what is a key factor we have to explain in front of interviewer. So if you are new to the channel, please do subscribe, please hit the bell icon so you will get all the notification once we upload the videos. And this channel totally dedicated to Power BI interview question and answer series, Azure interview question and answer, and SQL. So I am covering all the data analyst part and as well as data engineering part of the cloud technology base. So let's don't waste much time. We can directly jump into our actual explanation about how which schema is right for you, how to choose the schema before project start. So once this come into your interview, you have to understand what is asked from the interview perspective. So you have to answer begin with, once your project start, you have to understand what is the data structure you are getting from the client. Before that, you have to understand what is the need of your schema. So you have to understand how many visuals you have, what are data needed for to fill up those visuals. So you do have to understand before doing actual implementation. So how you decide which schema is right for your modeling. In that case, you not taken a right schema, you make a lengthy schema, or you don't have such a schema which you have less column which is not fulfill your visual to fulfill the data. On that case, you will lose your data and your schema is not answered your needs. Okay, so let's go to second slide to understand what is schema. So in schema we have majorly use two types. Some people say is a three types. So let me go one by one. So majorly we have two type of schema. One is a star schema. You, if you memorize your star in the sky, you can understand. So you have a star schema where we have a substitute tables and dimensions. Okay. Second is a snowflake schema. Snowflake schema means you have going to drill down many tables. Okay. So let me discuss all two. Let me discuss about hybrid. What is a hybrid schema? Hybrid schema is combination of star and snowflake together. I can discuss in the slides. So in the slide, you can see the definition of a star schema. Before jumping into the star schema, please let me discuss about what is a dimension table and what is a fact table. Okay. So dimension table is your master data. So let's take a simple example of your bank account. Once you open the bank account, you have to give your Aadhaar card, your PAN card, your date of birth, your name, your mobile number, right? So these are your key data which rarely change. It's not very frequently changed. Okay, so you keep in mind what is the master data. So master data is a data which not change very frequently. Just like your name not change, your Aadhaar card will not change, your mobile number rarely change, your address rarely change, your date of birth not change, right? So such data which not change very frequently is called a master data. What is a fact table? So in a bank account, you do the transactions via internet banking, via your ATM transaction. You do you lend the money, you someone credit your money, you use UPI accounts. So what are the method, right? So you can see your transactions, right, for each account in your past view. So this is called your fact table. So once you capture all the latest data which change very frequently, or is called a numeric data, it could be possible, right? So amount is a data which change very frequently. You given the money, you lend the money, you contributed your money, you use UPI, ATM, anything. So on that case called a fact. So if you want to ask how many tables you have, you can say you have a dimension table, you have a fact table. So dimension table is a master data which not change very frequently, and fact table is a numeric data or measure, it will change very frequently. Okay, might be duration you have to decide based on your requirement. So, what is a star schema? So, star schema is a database schema which used to store data in star format. Star format, you understand in the sky, right? I discussed earlier. You have all the schemas. So that means you have a central table is called fact table, You understand fact, right? I discussed earlier. So you can refer the diagram here. You have a fact table, you have a product dimension table, right? So one fact table connected to all dimension table directly. You have to keep in mind directly keyword. So fact table is one, and dimension table directly connecting to the fact table is called a star schema. Okay. Okay, let's go to Snowflake schema. Snowflake schema is means you have a fact table here as well, but you have direct and indirect dimension table which connecting to the fact table. If you refer the screenshot, we have a product dim table, okay, but we also have a dim product color and size which connected to the product dim, and the product dim is connected to the fact table. You understood? So, what is a Snowflake schema? Snowflake schema is a type of database schema which is used to store data in more complex format than star schema. Means star schema directly connected, but Snowflake schema directly connected plus it also connect indirectly. Okay. So Snowflake schema consists of central table which is called a fact table and number of other table which is called dimension table. As with other schema, the fact table contain information about event and fact, while the dimension table contain information about dimension, those effective fact. So how you answer it? Snowflake schema is schema where we have a fact table and in the dimension table is connected directly or indirectly to fact table. You take example, we have a product color table, we have a size. Take an example, and those table connected to the product and product connected to the fact table. Correct? So how you differentiate star schema being used where we have a central table in middle and all the dimension table connecting directly, and snowflakes have multiple table connected directly or indirectly. You can say that. Okay. So you know the definition of star schema and snowflake schema now. So what is a key factor you you can define it? So first, let me discuss one by one. So star schema is denormalized dimension table, while a snowflake schema is a normalized dimension table. So once we connected to keep in mind star schema, in star schema you have a fact in middle and dimension table have all the detail, right? Product have all that means you have product color, you have product type, you have product size, and you have product inventory detail. Means in one table you have all the table detail, right? So your star schema could be denormalized. Okay, in single table you have all the details. Okay, but Snowflake schema is be normalized means no, you don't have redundant data. You do have a normalized form. Normalized form means you have one, two, three, or BCN of normalized form. So you can check my other videos. You can get idea how to normalize do the normalized format. So I'm not going to that deep, but normalized data means you have all the data together in one table. Okay, and in Snowflake schema you have a normalized form. You have to split the tables based on their functionality, like product we split it into product color, product size, product inventory. Correct. So we have specific detail on those. So we this is called as normalized form. Second difference is a star schema is easier than designed, right? Star schema is very easy, right? You have one table and you connect to the fact table. It's quite simple, but snowflakes have a multiple hierarchy of the tables. Okay. Third point could be a star schema can be more efficient to query than Snowflake schema. So as you know, this is a quite one-to-one join. There are no such join, right? So star schema is efficient to join, right? Uh, you can simply query it, but Snowflake schema is very lengthy. You have to join multiple tables because you have multiple tables split into denormalized form. Okay. Fourth number, star schema can require more storage because you have multiple table, okay, multiple column. You make your table bigger, so it take a more space now. So because it's denormalized, take a more space in star schema, and Snowflake take a less data, okay, because we split it into multiple tables. Fifth point, star schema is again drawback of the denormalized one because you have a once you try to update, you have to take a multiple join to reach the granularity of it. Okay, so w- for the snowflakes, we have a particular table. You can directly jump, pick one where clause. You can directly find the unique rows. But in a star schema, you will find a um, multiple where clause to find a particular row to update. Okay, because of it is denormalized. Sixth point would be a star schema can be more difficult to troubleshoot. Troubleshoot means suppose you have 1,000 rows on a star schema and we have one table and you want to run the query. So reaching out to particular issues, you because data is big, heavy, and they have multiple column over there, it will be difficult to troubleshoot. Okay, Snowflake is have an advantage on because data is normalized. You have to reach particular table only. So these are key factor you keep in mind while building your schemas, choosing the schemas. Now, so let's come to directly the interview perspective to answer this one. So it's totally depend on which schema to choose based on your needs and requirement. Okay, if you're looking for the simple, efficient, any of the data warehouses solution, you choose a star schema. Star schema means you have all the dimension table and fact table. Okay, so you can choose it. But if you have a flexibility to accommodate a complex data changes, okay, so you have suppose you have a multiple data changes on meantime, so you have to choose a snowflake schema. So let me repeat how to answer it. Star schema you can choose once you have a simple data flows, you have a simple understanding of data, you can choose it. But star schema is give you flexibility to accommodate a changing data requirements. Suppose your data is changing very frequently, you can split into multiple tables and use it. So it's totally depend on how you need. So this is my understanding about how to choose it. So I hope you understand how to answer about how to choose a model, how to choose a schema on your Power BI. So you understand you can answer is like that. And if you think this is a very informative video, so please subscribe my channel. Please split spread those videos who are going to attempt the Power BI interview question and answers. So I am trying to cover all the latest scenarios here. I'm covering SQL, I'm covering Azure Data Factories or Azure Data Engineer roles, interview question answers. If you're tempting and you're not able to answer the question, please comment it out. I'll try to answer, create a video on top of it. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Sat Sri Akal.